Well, on this eve of the Rapid City Mayor's election, the headlines have nothing to do with that race, but instead focus on the effort to recall Ward 1 Alderman Bill Clayton, an effort we learned today has fallen short because of a technicality in state petition law.
Tonight, in a News Center 1 exclusive, we talked to Bill Clayton about what he says is vindication after a 9-month fight defending his reputation, and we get some behind-the-scenes insight on the man whose mistake doomed that petition effort against Clayton.
Just days after it appeared Alderman Bill Clayton would face a recall election, a shocking revelation. Signatures against Clayton are rendered invalid, leaving the recall effort well short of the 6,200 signatures needed to force a special election for Clayton's seat.
I have withstood 9 months of ridicule and criticism, and this certainly isn't the way I wanted to win. I wanted to win for sure.
And the invalidation centers around the work of this man, petition gatherer and South Dakota political operative Emmett Reistroffer, a man hired by organizer Gary Brown to help accelerate the signature gathering process, the man who hired 2 friends from Montana that would be the undoing of the entire operation.
Trying to put the Ward 1 council seat up for a vote.
In early May, I spoke with Reistroffer about his reasons for backing the Clayton recall petition. Sometime during that petition effort, Reistroffer would hire 2 friends to help him speed the signature gathering. 2 friends from out of state who would account for a large portion of the signatures gathered. 2 friends whose out-of-state status is a clear violation of South Dakota petition law.
This is strictly about behavior and ethics and how we represent our community as a whole.
What we didn't know during that conversation is something that Bill Clayton himself revealed only today, that he and Emmett Reistroffer had met in person under very interesting circumstances. Reistroffer asked Bill Clayton to sign the recall petition against himself.
And he said, well, maybe you'd sign my petition, obviously not knowing who I was.
It was only after allowing Reistroffer to explain the entire petition effort in a way Clayton says was misleading and deceptive that Clayton revealed who he was.
So then I said, do you have any idea who you're talking to? And he said, no. And I said, I'm Bill Clayton. And he just said, oh, and his head dropped. I think money spoke louder to him than the truth.
Still, critics of Bill Clayton, who contend his comments to a Jamaican-American television reporter suggesting she be back to Kenya prove he has racist tendencies, would likely not be deterred. Rapid City Council President Bonnie Peterson says the 7,000 signatures gathered against Clayton are a clear sign. People have no tolerance for racism, and they want him out of office.
I think it sends a real good message to our diverse population and also to people across the country that we can do better than people making racial comments.